So we got 2 mountain bikes and a gravel bike in there. 2 snowboards, 2 sets of backpacking gear.
I feel like we need to emphasize that. That is not only a dirt bike, but also a second mountain bike. So 2 mountain bikes and a gravel bike. You guys know us in vans. Anytime we see one, I feel like we always have to go up and talk to people, check out the van build, and this one was no exception. So check this big thing out.
It's really cool.
We have, it was Jake, right?
Yeah, Jake Ingram here from Fort Smith, Arkansas. I actually just graduated Colorado State University this December.
Congratulations.
Finished building up the van and I hit the road in January. So I've been on the road for just over 3 months now, and this is my van home.
Rad. And so I guess let's start off. What van is it? I know it's a big one.
We got a 2008 Dodge Sprinter here. It's the V6 turbo diesel under the hood. It's 22 feet long and about 10 feet tall. So it's the high roof. You can stand up in it at about 6'2". So you look inside here, we've got dual fans in the front in the kitchen as well as in the rear above where the bed is. So the basic layout here, we have our kitchen, like living space here. Nice bench seat, which leads to the bed. And underneath the bed, behind this wall, is where the bike garage is. And we'll get to that bike garage here shortly. But yeah, here in the kitchen, it's got, favorite part about it is probably this slide out chopping board. This is where we do all of our work on our laptops. This is where we chop vegetables, and this is also our dinner table. Yeah, so we got we're running an induction stove, a Dometic mini fridge, so that's a DC fridge, and then a 2000 watt pure swine inverter here. So I flip that on and I've got AC power. So everything from our microwave to our stove to our toaster oven,
Whoa!
dehumidifier, that's all AC power. Everything else is DC, so from our water pumps, our LEDs, both of the fans, yeah, that's all DC power. So that's definitely something to consider, calculating your loads on the van build. We're running full solar by Renogy. They're out of California. So we have 400 watts of solar on the roof connected to 400 amp hours of deep cycle batteries under this bench seat, leading to the 2000 watt pure swine inverter.
Into a full van tour.
All right, so he's gonna show me his electrical setup.
Yeah, so we've got extension cord if we ever are poaching power. Most of the time we are off grid, so with the 400 watts of solar on the roof. And then we connected here, so under this bench seat itself is the deep cycle batteries. But we've got our 2000 watt inverter. This is our solar charge controller by Renogy. And then, yeah, all of our fuses there, which leads directly into this other box.
That's so rad.
You can see right now there's a bunch of, so we store like spare parts and spare blankets. But yeah, basically the batteries are right there under that box.
Oh, shit.
They're deep cycle AGM batteries, so they're made to fluctuate.
And that's probably really nice for storage too, just having it under the bench seat.
I got like my snowboard bag here, and a lot of like our winter stuff that we're not using much, we just stuff under there. It makes it pretty nice. One of the only things that wasn't DIY in this van were these cabinets. So the kitchen cabinets and the clothing cabinets I had outfitted by a guy in Fort Collins, Colorado.
Oh, so this is your clothing set.
Exactly. So we each have a cabinet and a half, pretty much.
Rad.
Yeah, so this one's mine, and then we share the middle one, and then Michaela's got hers in the back.
That's awesome.
But yeah, it works pretty well for
That's
us.
so cool. And they got the mirror. We probably need a mirror at some point so we can see how raggedy we look.
That's what the rear view mirror is for too.
Yeah.
Drive in and want to see how you're looking.
I feel like we don't realize how homeless we look for a while, especially at the end of road trips.
It's
But
hard.
so that microwave, I'm a huge fan.
Oh
Yeah. It's a 700 watt Black Decker, or Black
Take
Decker.
a bunch of power?
Yeah, that's honestly our biggest load. So it's only a 700 watt microwave, but I think the way microwaves work, it's like surging so much power at once. So definitely has to be really sunny out to run it. And if it's at night, we just have to start the van, which we have what's called a battery isolator hooked up. So when the van is running, we're pumping juice from the vehicle to our house bank.
Right.
So if it's idling, we can run the microwave at any time. So that's kind of like the key there. But all of our other appliances, we're running without having just off the sun.
Oh,
Just off our battery,
sick.
so
And your water, your sink is right there.
yeah, so we've got running fresh water. So this is a 10-gallon freshwater tank under here. So you can see we got about 4 gallons left after the weekend at Sea Otter. We typically fill up about every week and a half, 2 weeks. Our fridge, we've got enough storage for like we try to go to the grocery store about every 3 or 4 days just because we eat a lot of fresh vegetables. Yeah, cooking a lot of good food in here, and you know, I try to make it as homey as possible.
I like that picture. Did you guys draw that?
Thanks, man. No, it's actually an artist out of Oregon. I was gifted that as a graduation present.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, we got our coffee maker up here, and this is like our main pantry. And then below the fridge is where we keep our like canned goods and like bigger, heavier stuff. From like onions and cuties and you know, all the good stuff. So yeah, a lot of it as it all came together with the van build was figuring out how to use all the space, and that's what everyone's gonna say that builds vans is how can you optimize the space, and it's different for everyone. What are your needs? What do you want to do? What kind of gear are you trying to haul? Are you living in it full time, or are you just a weekend warrior? So these are all the things we had to consider before starting the van life. But
dope.
Been pretty happy with the van
And
so
I
far.
really like the wood up here.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Everything looks super rad. Even to your carpet too. You guys really didn't skimp out on the finishing touches.
Amazon, baby. These rugs were like 20 bucks on Amazon. It was a nice find.
Yeah, and you guys got a little bit of storage up there too.
Yeah, this is sorry, just an overhead cab storage where we keep our window shades when we're driving. So we have like these reflective shades.
Rad.
We can block out all our windows just to be like, if we're ever street camping or city camping, just to have a little bit of a stealth factor there. Then we have our climbing holds here. This is where, I'm not much of a climber, but I really enjoy just like stretching out, hanging out on the van here. It's good for after a long day on the bike, just getting a little bit of a stretch on, and you know, it's nice. You can just clip them up when you're not using them, get them out of the way.
I'm sure the seats swivel. You guys probably got that all set dialed.
The swivel kit. We also have the diesel S-bar heater that's mounted under the passenger seat. So this is, if you see here on the wall, we have a digital thermostat right here.
Oh, rad.
So we can flip that on and set the temperature.
So when you come back to the van, it'll be a set.
Yeah, so really in winter months, we'll, like if we're like out skiing for the day, we'll set the heater to like 55 degrees. So it'll stay running on like low, and then we'll crank it up to like 70 once we get back.
And that's basically running off of your diesel tank.
Correct, yeah, so that taps directly into the diesel fuel tank. It's all mounted underneath. So there's actually intake and exhaust. So if you look under here, this is the exhaust duct. That's
so dope.
It ducts out. And yeah, it's basically just nalgene down. But yeah, it's just mounted right up under here. It's like the main unit.
Oh, that's rad. And you guys did all this yourself?
Correct, yeah.
That's so dope. And how old are you?
I'm 22.
Rad,
Yeah.
22 years old.
Yeah.
And freaking cranking this stuff out. Look at this whole thing. It looks so dope. So this is, at the end of the day, a mountain bike channel, and everyone is going to be asking, let's see the garage. So you mind taking us back there?
Absolutely.
So we also got...
Hello, Michaela.
We've never met.
Nice to meet you.
How's it going?
Good.
I'm assuming you also live in here?
I do. Yeah,
Rad.
it's my residence.
So we have to plug the sponsor.
Oh,
so
you know,
come on, Saul.
Fly racing.
What's Never Summer Nordic?
Never Summer Nordic Yurts is a backcountry yurt company out of Walden, Colorado. They've got 12 backcountry yurts and 4 cabins where you can go and stay. It's more of like a remote, rustic feel. It's kind of like instead of your typical Airbnb, check out the Never Summer Nordic Yurts.
Sick.
Yeah, this is, you know, with the garage, there's a lot of contemplation on whether or not I wanted to do the slide-out trays, or, you know, there's a couple different options with doing fork-up mounts. And for me, with being a enduro dirt bike racer as well as a mountain bike racer, I wanted to bring my KTM 350. So in order to do that, I had to make my bed a little bit higher. So this is roughly at 47 inches high, just about 4 feet. That allows me to compress the suspension on the KTM and slide it right under this bed, as well as the bikes. These will pop just right out. Let's see.
That's so rad. Wheel is still on as well.
So wheels on, and they just slide right back in. So I got 2 mountain bikes and a gravel bike in there. 2 snowboards, 2 sets of backpacking gear.
I feel like we need to emphasize that. That is not only a dirt bike, but also a second mountain bike. So 2 mountain bikes and a gravel bike. Like, and for those of you that may not live in a van full time and have converted it, that's like really hard to do in terms of space. So
yeah, so I'm pretty happy with how it all worked out. It's definitely a game of, you know, geometry and seeing how things could work and fit. And there's a lot of dry fitting too, just before you like nail anything to the ground or make any mounts. It's all right, let's get the bikes in here and see how the bars will line up and see how it's all gonna work.
And you guys just basically have these blocks that keep the bikes in
so
place?
This is for the front tire, and then for the rear tire you can see they're just
a
like
little tray.
Yeah, it's kind of a generic, like you buy those at Walmart. It slides right back in there.
You can see it in action.
Boom.
Oh,
Just like that. I mean, there's a little wiggle to them, but we've never had any issues with damage to the bikes. So yeah, we carry 7 gallons of reserve water as well as our travel potty. So that's a
oh, right. So that's back there too, the bathroom situation.
Yeah,
We get a lot of questions about that.
You know, it's the van life bathroom. We try to not use it as much as possible because, you know, you got to dump your own dumps. So yeah, that's just like for emergencies and for mornings where we don't really have access to a bathroom right away. But yeah, it's been super nice, especially like traveling in cities where you don't have that access all the time.
That's
but,
awesome.
You can see here we have our tool wall. This is kind of in the
So
works.
cool. I need this. I need to make one of
these. These hinges on Amazon for like 10 bucks for a pair.
Oh,
they just fold right down. But yeah, I'm working on getting like some more T-handles up here, and yeah, I got my hatchet.
There you
all my
go.
wrenches. And on this side, in the works, I'm gonna be doing so this pops out so you can work on bikes here.
Oh, rad.
So we got our repair stand, and then I plan on doing a paper towel holder, latex glove holder, and then like all my chain lubes and just any other spare parts. Also got a drop down table on this side.
So dope.
Nice, put the helmets on when you get done riding on the trail. But yeah, that is the garage.
I feel this is probably one of my favorite things because we do have a repair stand, but it's just so nice to just have it kind of built in. You don't have to pull anything out.
Yeah, this is made by Foundation. Got it for like 50 bucks on Jensen USA.
Right.
We looked at buying like the Park Tools one that was like 200 bucks, and you know, just a little bit of an internet search and found this one. It's been working really well for us.
Right. So just a little bit more of the garage show you guys, and then they got the whole glove holder, and it's so insane how you got all this stuff inside here, dude.
All of our helmets hang on the walls here. Yeah, like I said, but we have 2 snowboards in here, 2.
Oh, you have snowboards on the wall.
Yeah. So we
Oh my-
got winter sports too.
Oh, that's what that is. Those are literally snowboards, and they got another one right there as well. So
yeah, I got some spare dirt bike tires. Shout out Kinda.
So, for both of you guys, how can people find you guys? Because I know you were mentioning what you guys do.
Yeah, so you can find us on Instagram at Dream Big Journey Far, as well as dreambigjourneyfar.com, and we're on Facebook, Dream Big Journey Far. Both of our personal accounts are linked to that. My personal account is jingram_41. Jingram41.
Jingram41, and yours was?
MK_Weatherford. Just
Rad.
like it sounds.
And how old are you?
I'm 21. Just
21.
graduated college as well.
21, 22, and they built this whole freaking thing, which is insane. So good for you guys. Links as always in the description. And I guess any last shout outs or anything you guys want to do?
No, just shout out to you guys for coming over to say what's up.
Right.
This is really cool. We've definitely had like a lot of people on the road come in and poke in and check out the van build, and you know, with today's day and age, it's awesome to see content creators making a living and doing it big. So shout out to you guys.
Right, and shout out to you guys as well. So thanks so much, you guys.
Thank you guys.
Thanks, Mo. Appreciate it.
How's it going?